countries, even Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, and Brazil, Peru, Mexico. In all these countries, it has been there introduced. And synthetic phonics is, actually it is there described as, if I am right, it is described as a back to basic system of education, system of teaching children to read. So it is a sounds-based approach, which, the first it teaches the children the sounds of letters and how they are blending these letters into words, and then moving to the letter combinations that make up words. That is what I understand from that systematic synthetic phonics, or SSP. And we all know, Ms. Anshuja, we all know how to read and write. And though we did not learn the language, I know how to write, you know how to write and all, but we did not learn the language through the mode of synthetic phonics. So this is a natural question that everyone will be asking. Could you please elaborate on this?
Yes. It's an irony that, the adults who have not done the synthetic phonics structure are the ones who decide how the children would be learning it. And also, now that the NEP clearly talks about the sound structure and everything, it's very essential for us to understand how this difference can be made to a child's understanding. So let's understand the brain first, because this is the wiring of the brain, and understanding it is very important. So there is a part in the brain which recognizes faces. I'm able to recognize you because your face is an image which is burnt out here. I'm able to recognize Gunjan ma'am because her face as an image has been, wired out. So the face, the area which is used for the face recognition is the area which is used to recognize alphabet and letters. So you could just imagine, that these letters are actually symbols, and a child remembers and reports to them. Now, if I am using a whole language approach, for every word, I will have to remember that word. Right, but what happens in synthetic phonics? Just again, I'll go back to my letter cards, and this is what I feel is an experiential learning can really work out well, and this is how I teach my children also. So suppose there is a word like can. I say now take away the n, put in the p. So the child would find out that the p and would put it here, and the word becomes cap. So no new word was taught, the word became cap. Okay, I want to take away the k. This sound already my child knows, so it becomes nap. Right? Take away the n, put in the ch, so it becomes chap. So I am not using new word to be remembered, I am only using sounds to remember. And this is a research which has come, and I would like to share with you something which is very important, because this is not what I am saying. This is not just my training which is saying. This man, which is Mr. Stanlis, he is from French, and he